Hello everybody, this is King Crow and welcome back to Amnesia. Sorry I had to cut the last one short. There was an emergency I had to take care of, so basically where we left off, we fought a water monster, well several water monsters, and now we're in the next area of the house, and the elevator's not working perfect. And apparently, good old Alexander found a way to start the engine that powered the elevator. Alexander, good old Alexander here, he has a Willy Wonka elevator that he didn't tell us about. So I'm gonna say let's go with the guest room first, because I feel like that's the smallest one, therefore the shortest one to get through. And who knows, there might actually be something important. So guest room it is. Tally ho! Alright. Whoa.
My journal is gone. What would they want with my journal?
Okay, so they stole Daniel's journal? What would Alexander want with Daniel's journal?
2nd of July, 1839. I received a letter today from the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week after my departure, Abdullah, one of the men traveling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion. The man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party to look for the expedition. After searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him.
So, obviously something bad showed up on the expedition. I'm assuming they're referring to the one to Africa, right? And Herbert got killed. But what is it that attacked him? Was it the grunt things in Alexander's house, or was it something else?
Third of July, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colorful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue. He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
That is really weird, actually. Like, if Herbert has the orb, that is a good question. Due to a broken lock. I have a crowbar, would that work? Just a thought. Hey. Hey.
The key. Please, let it be here. it is. I guess it is a good place to hide it then. July 4th, 1839. It's done! The orb is assembled. I was awakened by an exhausting nightmare. Shaking and sweating, I retired to the drawing room with a cup of tea. The relic pieces lay spread across the table as I'd left them, but somehow I knew how it was supposed to be. I fetched the tar, which I had prepared to fix the pieces together, and without fault I joined them, producing the orb I remembered so clearly. The tar proved unnecessary. It was pushed out from the joining pieces as they merged on their own, with no adhesive. The ancient stone relic now rests on my table. Its immaculate surface and perfect shape could have been molded by a factory. This is all too strange.
That is weird. Huh. Sweet Jesus, what? There's a monster? Oh god. Why would the door not work? Ow. I don't like this music. Going back in there. The machine room key, okay. So, we go to the machine room then? I'm wondering why the door didn't close. Like, I tried to close it, but it wouldn't close, so the machine room is locked. Use the key. Alright, the machine room. So, some of these puzzles I feel might take a while, and if that's the case, I apologize for my stupidity. And I apologize that my stupidity will cause it to take longer than one. Alright, so there's lanterns here, so I don't need this. What's in here exactly? Note that there are only 2 spare rods left in the storage room for the elevator machinery. Make sure to only discard the ones which are badly damaged and keep the others in the inner study rooms, in case all 3 would crack again. So... does that mean there's something I need in the study?
July 5th, 1839. Today I went to the university looking for answers. I was able to sneak into Herbert's office and pick up an address book along with some relevant textbooks. Professor Taylor at the Faculty of History was very helpful, and I managed to approach the subject of the orbs. the most interesting aspect was the prevalent trace they had left in our culture. The mythic orbs may, in fact, have inspired the globus cruciger, which so many royal regalia holds to this day. In ancient times, the orbs were held by priests as a symbol of the sun and its power. As I was leaving, I overheard a disturbing conversation. Sir William Smith, the geologist, was killed last night. Less than a fortnight had passed since I'd asked for his expertise. I know it's silly, but I can't help feeling responsible somehow.
People are way too interested in this orb. Ooh. Is this one of the pieces? Because there was a circle on there. Close that in case an enemy shows up, and this is one of the pieces. I'm gonna assume I need some more stuff. Oh, wait. Well, that's not helpful. I can pick up all of those. Then what am I supposed to be doing?
July 1839. I've read every book I can find on the subject. While rich in legend and hearsay, my knowledge is lack for the insight I crave. I've sent letters to many in Herbert's address book and received answers of varying importance. Today, I got one which differed greatly from the others. From a baron in Prussia. He said nothing about the quaint stories of priests in underground temples. He didn't even mention them. He simply wrote, "I know. I can protect you. Come to Brennenburg Castle. Signed, Alexander." What am I to make of this? Protect me from what? Is someone after me? I looked up Brennenburg and traced it to the Prussian woods near the Baltic Sea. While being the least informative letter I've received, it causes me greatest distress and interest. As I write, my thoughts are drawn to my nightmares in which a most disturbing sound calls to me. A sound defying description. A voice from the void. The last few weeks have been awful, with so many sleepless nights dreading a repeat of those horrid dreams. Tomorrow, I shall visit my physician, Dr. Tate, in hope that he can provide me with sedatives to help me sleep.
And then by getting in league with Alexander, you messed up your own life. Alright, what is this? What is this bull crap right here? Actually doing something, or am I just stupid? Flow is even and stable. Did it actually do something? No, it doesn't matter. So we're out of time for this, sadly. I will try to figure out what else I'm supposed to do later, but until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.